Welcome to Money Chronicles live from the Fearless Investing Summit. I'm Johnny Sandquist.
And I'm Torie Happe.
And our guest is the man himself, Jay Boat, also known as Justin Boatman, Chief Product Officer over at Nitrogen. Thanks for being here.
Glad to hang out with you. I just stepped off of stage for a big product keynote, like literally 2 minutes ago, and ran right here.
Big stuff, big announcement.
Super exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. If you haven't caught it yet, we will not give you any details. You have to log in and watch the replay. We're so excited for you to be here with us. We always love to kick this off with, again, a lot of us have grown up in this industry. We've helped shape what the wealth tech space looks like, but we never talk about the human behind why we're building it. So we want to know, what is your first money memory?
Oh, my first money memory. Oh, wow. I'm kind of like reliving all of it now too, now that I have kids.
Right.
And I'm trying to teach them about money. So I'm like, it's all kind of coming back. I remember my $1 a week allowance,
Yep.
And I remember Dad saying, okay, here's what you do with this $1. A quarter of it goes to giving. A quarter of it goes to saving. And I had this little like blue tin little safe that I knew the code to and felt really cool.
And you
So, a quarter goes into there, a
Yeah.
quarter goes to giving, and then 50 cents is mine to keep and just spend and do whatever I want with it. So I just kept putting those 2 quarters in a jar, and I don't know, I felt like that with dollar allowance was like most of my childhood, but that's what I remember.
Yeah.
I feel like we all had very similar parents where it was like, you have this dollar, and I feel like we all or only paid $1. So was that like a thing that all parents were like, we're only going to pay our kids $1? Because inflation has hit really hard now because allowance is not
doesn't.
$1.
It was a
Doesn't cut
convenient
it anymore.
denomination to just say 1 unit,
Yes.
and now, I don't know, is it 5x since then?
Well, and it's all digital. Like, I just dropped cash on Parker's Apple Pay.
See, Parker's a little bit ahead of my Jane and Jackson and Jude.
Yes.
So I've got, it's my
So you don't
8-year-old
know
who's
where
really,
you're-
my 8-year-old's the one kind of figuring out money right now,
Yeah.
and she just recently, she's like just become money aware,
Yeah.
and so she's got a little bit of her own and everything, and she recently was like trying to figure out what stuff costs. Like, Dad, does your truck cost like $50?
Yes.
I'm like, it's a little more than this.
Right.
Honestly, my old truck, the one before that, I think did cost around $50.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but she's trying to figure all that out, and so we're doing the allowance thing too, and it's the same sort of, give a little, save a little, and then spend.
Yeah.
I know there's that fourth layer that's investing, right? It's like,
Yeah.
investing what you save, and we're trying to figure out where that's, a little
Where that
over our
plays
head.
in.
You know what actually helped though is the risk number. So my 8-year-old Jane punched in she's now saved up to $50 so she can afford my old truck. And she
Yes.
punched in $50 and found her risk number is 87. And taking her through that and everything was just like, I couldn't have imagined when I started at Riskalyze before I had kids or anything like that I'd be finding my kid's risk number as a way to teach about investing.
I'm
That was
also
kinda
not shocked that she's a risk 87.
cool. Yes. You've known Jane for a long time. Yep.
Yes. Just risky kids you're raising. But it's the farm life. That's
I don't
what
know.
It is,
I think my son Jackson, my 5-year-old's a risk 99, and Jude, the dude who's 2, I can already tell. He is sub 20. He is going to be Mr. just like fixed income. Like he will not be able to stomach the volatility. He's very careful.
He's watching his siblings ahead of him. It's like, I want nothing to do with that.
That's exactly right.
That's what happens with the third. But
Yep.
So look, man, you've been at Riskalyze / Nitrogen for a long time. You ran marketing before you ran product. And how'd you get into where you are now, right? Like, how'd you land at Riskalyze?
Gotta
And
get
was
into
this something
fintech
you always
in
wanted to
general.
do?
Oh, yeah. Well, like 11 years ago or so, Torie called me and said, hey, we need some help.
It's a lot.
Look at that, serendipitous.
It was the other way around.
Okay, it was. I don't know. When did you start at Riskalyze back in the day?
Oh, man. 2015?
Yeah, so we're right
Yeah,
around.
like about
One
the
of us,
same.
one of us called the other, and said, hey, we need some help to build this brand and build this product and build this thing called Riskalyze. So before that, I was in communications and media and stuff like that, and I met Aaron Klein in 2015 and started talking about either building the product management function or building the marketing function. I just love sitting on that intersection of product and where product meets market, and so but we had a product lead at the time on the senior team, and we did not have that for marketing, and I said, hey, let's build a marketing and communications team, let's go, and so got to build that from scratch, and Torie was out there on the partnership side going and making it easy. So I'm 11 years in my 11th year into fintech right now, and it started with Riskalyze.
And I think it's so interesting too, because you have always been so great at sitting on both fences of product and marketing. If you've never sat on like a whiteboard sesh with J-Bo, it will absolutely blow your mind. We've done a whiteboard session on like a literal window and like how things, he can go from like concept to like build out is incredible. I've never seen anyone be able to float so effortlessly between the two.
Well, thanks for saying that. It's obviously been a while since we've done a whiteboarding session.
Yes.
It's a little chaotic. But
Little chaos.
I've been in many of those whiteboard sessions
Actually,
with you as
Johnny,
well.
you have.
And yeah, I can vouch for it.
Yep.
This video is really just about us to hype up Justin Boatman. That's really all. It's not even an interview at this point.
If I knew what that was, I wouldn't have shown up for it. So.
Just hype. Let's find the flaws in you, though, right? Like, let's ask our favorite question.
So we always start out with wanting to know what was your first money memory, but what is your first or your biggest money mistake that you've ever made, and how did you learn from it?
Oh, a money mistake. Man. I mean, does everyone just say like, oh, I didn't, buy Bitcoin in 2011? Or,
We've heard that.
Like,
We've heard,
Yeah.
You know what?
credit
Okay,
cards.
actually, I got a money mistake. It might seem small, but I still have the coin jar from when I was a kid.
Yes.
And we've just been, and Jackie and I'll throw loose change and stuff in it. And it's this big old jar now, right? And then I decided, I made this rule in our house, especially now that Sweet Jane is being money aware. We made a rule starting like 2 weeks ago. If you catch Dad on his phone at the dinner table or during bedtime, you get $1. Whoever catches Dad gets $1.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, this is going to be good and fun. And boy, are they on it like a hawk. And
Of course.
so I'm starting to drain that coin jar now.
Oh, 'cause you're
It is the
taking-
same, like most nights. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
It's important. I want to communicate, not
Yes.
just make it fun, but communicate to the kids, and
Yes.
that's what matters. But so I am now starting to drain, like a lot of the quarters are missing, and I'm trying to come up with dollars via nickels and dimes. Because Jane, she'll, I'll be going to the bathroom on my way from the dinner table to bedtime and be like,
Gotcha.
Daddy, you owe me $1. So anyway, maybe my money mistake was setting up that policy because I've been saving for decades, and now that
Now-
coin jar is starting to dissipate.
No, I feel like that's just generational wealth transfer
Okay,
There you go.
because you're just transferring it from one
Maybe
to
she
the other.
can put that money in something more wise than a jar, and
Right.
then that'll be better.
Yeah, she'll
for
invest it
everybody. Yeah.
in Bitcoin, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Her little brother would.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just announced Nucleus. I want to ask you about this.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So Agentic AI is now baked all throughout the platform. Like everything you can do, you can just chat with Nucleus and say, hey, I'd like you to do this, and it does it.
And it just goes
This
and
is a
runs tasks
big
in the
deal,
background.
man.
You just
Yeah.
watch the interface update right next to you while it's doing the work for you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's what it means to be agentic, right?
Yeah.
It's not just like, we've had years of AI as a brain, but it doesn't have hands. And so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, it can say stuff, and it's pretty good at saying stuff.
Yeah.
And now we're entering okay, AI is not just saying stuff, it's doing stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when it's off doing the work for the advisor, it was a pretty cool demo that our CTO, Jesse Rosado, showed off. So yeah, as Torie said, if you haven't seen it, just go to our homepage, nitrogenwealth.com, and you'll see a replay of that demo, and you can see what it looks like for AI to actually be on your team and doing the work for you.
It's very cool. I mean, you're on the product side now, and you've been part of Riskalyze since the early days. I mean, what's it mean, in your mind, to have Agentic AI built into software now? Because to me, it fundamentally changes your whole conception, interactions with software, like what software means. It changes the whole game.
Yeah, especially, our product design teams who, by the way, I love our product design team. We always invest really heavily in that and make sure that it's the ultimate, end client experience that matters. But boy, when we design advisor workflows too, the product design team is, we showed off a stats multi-view feature where you can compare a bunch of stats side by side in our research center product. And it's pretty deep to get there. At our last summit, we announced it and everyone's like, yeah, that's great. It's several clicks to get down into that. And now when we think about how to do product, it's wait a minute, why do you need several clicks to configure something? I could just say, hey, Nucleus, can you pull up a comparison, maybe the current to proposed portfolio to a 60-40 benchmark, and compare it to SPY and compare it to BND or whatever security?
Yeah.
And then it's just great, here's one link, and you pull it up. So now all of a sudden we're oh, I guess if we're not limited by, but that takes too much configuration or that takes too many clicks or anything like that. It's now we can think, advisors can pull stuff up right in a meeting real quickly, and it just changes how you think about user experience in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a full a full end-to-end platform now. You're bringing each piece together in this really nice package. Like you said, like the advisor can pull it up very quickly in their meeting right then and there, and just have it all in one spot for them to just be like, run through it, where you're not clicking in between all the pieces of the
It's
platform.
a full platform if you want it to be, and it's just a suite of products, and you can pick and choose.
Yep.
The advisor can
Yeah.
pick and choose and package how they want to package it. That's kind of how we're thinking about it now.
Build your own adventure. It's awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. Exciting times, man.
You guys
very
are
exciting. So, all right, I know you have other interviews to get to, so as much as we want to just keep hyping you up, we're going to let you go.
Well, I'm not sure the other interviews are going to hype me up like this. So this was the fun one.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
Y'all are
it.
the best.